Welcome to the Midnight Focus. This is where we take old stories and find what they mean to us in our modern life. Today's story is short, sharp, and painfully familiar. It's often called the parable of the two sons, and it comes from the book of Matthew. But it's not the story about the prodigal son we all know. It's the other, lesser-known one. And even if you've never read the Bible, you have definitely experienced this in your life. It starts with a father, his two sons, and a simple request. The father says, "Would you go and work today in the vineyard?" He asks the first son, and the first son answers honestly. He says no. It's blunt. It's awkward. It's the kind of answer that makes everyone in the room look at the floor. Then the father asks his second son, and the second son gives the perfect answer. He says, "Yes, sir. That sounds like the good son, the respectful one, the one you'd want to stand next to in public." But the story turns, because after the first son says no, he later thinks about it and changes his mind. He goes to the vineyard. He does the work that was asked of him. Now, after the second son said yes, he also changed his mind, and he doesn't go. He simply disappears behind his own words. Then Jesus asks the obvious question. Which one did what the father wanted? Which one actually obeyed? And everybody knows the answer. It's the son who said no. Because in the end, the only thing that mattered was action. Now, if you're already feeling called out, good. Because this parable isn't about sons, it's about people. It's about the person who talks big when everyone's watching. The person who says, "Absolutely, count me in." The person who makes promises in public because promises feel powerful. They feel like identity. They make you look good. And then the day comes, the time comes, the moment arrives, and that person is nowhere to be found. We all know this person. Sometimes it's a friend, a colleague, a family member. Sometimes it's the person who posts inspirational quotes about discipline, but can't answer a simple message. It's the one who always says, "I've got you," but never actually does. The most frustrating part is that they still get the credit, because people remember what was said. They remember the performance, the confident "yes, sir." And if you're not careful, you start believing words are the same as work. But the parable says they're not. Words are cheap. Work is real. Then we have the other son, the one people don't like at first. The honest one. The one who says no. He isn't playing the room or crafting an image. He's just telling the truth about where he is in that moment. And then something happens inside him. He changes his mind. He turns up. He puts his hands on the work, and he does it without needing a spotlight beforehand. And that's where the modern meaning hits hardest. The world often rewards the second son. The world loves the polished yes, the "I'll be there," the "leave it with me," the "don't worry, I'm on it." The world loves the person who looks reliable. But life is built by the first son. Life is built by the person who shows up, even if they didn't feel like it, even if they had to wrestle with their own laziness, fear, or resentment before they moved. This story also contains a second twist that people miss. It's not praising rudeness, it's praising change. It's saying that a bad start doesn't have to be a bad finish, that refusing first doesn't lock you in forever. You can turn around, you can correct your course. You can do the right thing after saying the wrong thing. It's not about being perfect. It's about being honest enough to adjust. And here's the part that makes this parable dangerous in a good way. It isn't only about other people, it's about us. How many times have we been the second son? Saying yes to avoid conflict, to look good, because the moment of saying yes feels like we've already done it. We say we'll start the gym on Monday. We say we'll write the book. We say we'll fix the relationship. We say yes, and then we simply don't go. And we slowly build a life where our words sound better than our reality. Now think of the first son again. The one who said no. He at least knows where he stands. He isn't pretending. And when he changes his mind, the change is real because it costs him something. Pride, comfort, the safety of staying the person he already announced himself to be. That's why this parable is so powerful. Integrity is not how you sound. Integrity is what you do when the moment arrives. So what do we do with this? We use it as a filter. If someone constantly says yes but never shows up, stop building your plans on their words. Build your plans on their track record. Don't hate them? Just be honest. Words aren't a foundation. And if you are that person sometimes, don't drown in shame. Use this story's powerful gift. You can change your mind. You can go, even after you said no, even after you delayed. Because the Father doesn't ask for perfect sons. He asks for the work to be done. So here's the midnight focus. Don't measure yourself by what you intend. Measure yourself by what you do. And here's a simple question to end on. Which son have you been lately? The one who talks or the one who turns up? And if the answer stings, good. Because the story isn't here to flatter you. It's here to pull you back to reality. Okay, so you've been watching the Midnight Focus. If this interests you, please like and subscribe. We will be back for more old stories and their modern meaning. Thank you.